I would answer how do you need?
Joy 99.7 FM. Joy 99.7 FM.
Well, you know how we start. Most of you know it. Others still can't quite get it. And then they'll catch me at functions and events when I'm done my cloth and everything and says, oh, I want you to say it. Well, say after me then. Until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. I'll say that again. Well, folks, I said until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Hello and welcome to the most opinionated hour on radio and the nation's thought-provoking hour. I am Nana Ansakwa, the fourth chief of the Little Republic of Akwemu Edumasa. Welcome to another edition of That's My Opinion. It's our Monday ritual, our favorite Monday ritual, if I may put it. It's that moment where we get real. Folks, it's that time when we get real, and sometimes the show goes your way. Other times it doesn't. It just goes against you. The very ideologies that you believe in is just massacred and shoved off somewhere. But people have grown to understand over the years. They've learned that, you just wait. 1 week it may go your way, the other week it won't. But, by all means, there will be a time that it goes your way, so you be patient. It will definitely favor you someday. That's why I said you may agree with me, you may disagree with me, but hey, it's my opinion. Well, let me welcome you to the Edumasa Economic Team Town Hall meeting. I want to welcome you all. Welcome Ben Arthur. Welcome Dr. Riafe Akenteng, Mr. Afari, from Highways. Welcome you all to Ali from Ketekrachi Timber. You're welcome. Yusuf Al Hassan Ayuba. You're welcome. You're welcome to the Edumasa Economic Town Team Town Hall meeting. Folks, in the past few weeks, we have listened to the government economic management team give us an update of what's happening in the economy and some policies they have initiated. This was done with some jabs to the NDC, which was expected. Then we listened to the Coalition for Restoration. They gave us a public lecture on Ghana's economy, and as expected, they saw nothing worthy in the EMT submissions. I want to congratulate the EMT for taking time to explain things and initiate some policies. So we say thank you. I want to also say thank you for the restoration team for coming out to point out certain things which we may need to relook. But I would want to advise that, they choose their own time instead of being a reactionary thing. Just choose your own time and, command your own pace. But hey, thank you very much for that. That was no mean feat. But this is what the Edumasa economic team found with both parties. Now, having been blessed with grammar and good English, the AET found that, to a large extent, it was a campaign platform to pick and mix what, makes you look good for either side, to justify, why they should be voted for, why you should vote one out and vote one in. And one could easily get lost in the presentation, folks, and find themselves in a different country as you listen to the presentation and watch the slides, and you could just get lost for a second. And I say kudos, to be able to carry us along for that hour. That was fine. But after the hour is gone, after it's all said and done, folks, then what? But since we are not running for office, we the Edumasa economic team, and we don't need to please you, maybe we can look at some of the things which both teams did not. We don't need you to vote for us anytime, so whatever it is, we lay it bare. Fortunately, we don't have that much time, so we'll pick and mix and see how best we can do it. Folks, so we started with population and asked the fundamental question which we've always asked. Are we saying as a country that no matter the numbers we can provide for? We know it's a taboo subject. Don't want to go there and talk about population. It's still a taboo. But if we are going to face reality, even though schools are bursting at the seams, there are still millions of children who are not in school. And yet caring for those in school now is stretching the budget. What are the plans for those who are out of school? Does the economy take into account those people, or they are, behind the slides and, at the end of the good grammar? Folks, what we found is that quantity is becoming more of a priority than quality. Mass movement and conveyor belt style policies seems to be the order of the day, with no real thought to how they will exist or end. We, the Edumasa economic team, have consistently asked that after free SHS, then what? We started asking this. It was like 3 years, and now I think they have about a year or so to go, and they'll be coming up. Our tertiary institutions can't hold the numbers. Our skills training is not ready, and certainly the job market is already choked. And so we asked that after free SHS, then what? Are these some of the things that the economy can look at and consider? Now, we propose that free education should be free skills education or free technical education. It makes no sense that as a government who has so much limited resources, pay money for somebody who's going to do general arts. And then after general arts, what are you coming to do? Become a magician in this state of the economy? So folks, we propose that free education should be free skills education or free technical education with policies to help them when they graduate. Enhance quality, good finishing and standardization. A simple and bold policy like wearing African wear to work all week and to all official function. That alone will require nearly 300,000 personnel instantly in that sector alone. You won't be insulting anybody. You won't be offensive. All you are asking that as a Ghanaian, you wear your African print, African fabric, nicely and formally sewn. And these days, the designers that have come would make you fantastic thing. Let me give credit to Tantis, who makes my shirts when I'm doing personality profile. Tantis will make you shirts that will fit into almost every function that you go to. And a simple and bold policy like that would require nearly an extra, maybe 300,000 persons who are going to clothe us to go to school and go to work. Folks, this will automatically mop up many who otherwise will be queuing up to receive handouts for no real work done. With standards and branding, the revenues that government will wreak in this sector alone would increase tremendously. This will automatically reduce our need for imported used clothing, which will reduce the pressure on the city. Not much, but every little helps. Because even bankers who then travel abroad will have no need shopping for T.M. Lewin or Thomas Pink clothing, because they would have to come back and don their beautiful African attire. These are policies that the Edumasa team was expecting that should be put out. Some revolutionary policies that shakes the system, that moves the system. Well, fellow real Ghanaians, if we extend this into growing and cultivating cotton, I don't have enough time to elaborate the benefits here, but if we were to cultivate cotton, that will probably need us employing labor from elsewhere. There are already 30 million of us, from babies all the way through to adults. And at every stage in our life, we all need one piece of clothing or the other. A vest, a shirt, a trousers, a pair of shorts, socks, which will all be derived from cotton. And it will all take that one bold initiative, one bold policy, which we all are driven and carried along with. It should be all driven and carried along with. We should all be allowed to buy into the dream, feel the benefits and the pride of it, to make it stand. Operation Feed Yourself stood. This could also done. Operation Clothe Yourself. Folks, on the 8th of October 2015, right here, and that's my opinion, the economic team made an announcement. We came out with a document called Power Badge Indeed, where we warned that 1,800 megawatts of standby power from 10 badges was too much. There was going to be a $350 million pay or take deal, which was just too much. We may be paying for power that we may not need. But we were ignored, and today the problem has arrived. The problem has arrived, folks, and we in Edumasa are not running for office, but we say that the issues that we bring up here, look at it seriously, because most things just come back and bite us. And so here we are with enough installed power. We can't have gas for them, but the amount of millions that we are shedding, these are millions that could have been channeled into education, more into agriculture, into road infrastructure, but we are paying for huge generators that are sitting. And these are all in the economy, folks. Again, we, the AET, proposed that to mark the 60th anniversary of Ghana, there was no need to march past anything. There isn't much left to march past anyway. We should clean up, dredge drains, plant flowers, weed, sweep, scrap, take down useless signs that are dangerously placed in junctions blocking views, remove stickers. Every place there's a sticker of a church, school, politician, de-sticker the town and paint this country. Paint it. Brighten it up. Automatically we would fall in love with the beauty and carry on with it. Folks, automatically we will fall in love and carry on with it. And it's true, the average person who would drop a sachet, rubber or empty bottle of water at Kaneshie Market would not do same at the mall. Why? Because the place looks clean and fresh. And so automatically you want to maintain it. The same person is walking around Kaneshie, is sipping on his bottle of water. As soon as he's finished, he would throw it away, or sachet water, he would throw it away. He takes a car from Kaneshie, gets to the mall, he's thirsty again, finished drinking it, and suddenly he's looking for somewhere to dispose it. If we clean the country, our minds would also clean up. Our love for the nation would increase. The love for the nation would increase. Now that, in our view, would be a much, much better commemoration of the 60th for the country. But again, we were not listened to. So after all the elaborate lectures and the speeches, the restorations and the EMTs, one rain, and we saw what happened. Folks, after all the power slides and everything, after one rain, you wonder, was it the same country that they were talking about? You wonder, was it the same country that they were talking about? Floods everywhere. Why? Because it's all choked with filth. How productive can the people be when they are stuck in water, can't get home, can't get to work? How productive can they be? So after the good grammar and the fancy power slides, folks, we want to find out what's on the ground. 30% discount on cars. Hooray! Hooray if you're in Accra, Kumasi, probably Takoradi. Hooray! Folks, there are too many people in this same Ghana who, to them, a bottle of water is a luxury. They will take it home and share it with their family. Bottled water. Too many fall in this category. But we sit in Accra and we rejoice at the grammar and the policies and the discounts that are coming. Folks, there are too many people who, to them, these things are just absolute jargons. How are we going to bring the rest of Ghana up? The inequalities are too much and widening at a very fast pace. The IMF will never tell you to create a citizen that loves his or her country. Can we have a meaningful economy that's devoid of a great majority of the people? Is there any way we can have a meaningful economy that has no meaning to a great majority of the people? Folks, can Auntie Amoefi in her sick bed in Edumasa call for an ambulance just to ride her to the hospital? Because no matter the discount at the ports, no matter the discount at the cars, she's also a Ghanaian. She's not going to import any car anytime soon, but she needs to get to the clinic. And when she gets there, at least a physician assistant to to see what's wrong with her. Folks, these are the things that the power slides don't bring up. Those that are on one meal a day. Just one a day. Some have so much they decide to even go on a diet. No, I'm on a diet. I'm not eating. I'm skipping lunch. I'm on a diet. I mean, that's so much luxury. Somebody has just one meal a day. And sometimes they have to forgo the meal for their children to eat in this same Ghana. Folks, in the same Ghana. And so I was listening and I was waiting and, don't want to discount what they've done. Yes, all well and good. But after that, folks, what about the rest? Folks, what about the rest? The millions of children jumping in and out of the River Volta. The millions jumping in and out of the River Volta. Are they part of the power slides? Are they in there? Did they factor them in there? And that's what my economic team was worried about. If you're in Accra, you're fine. If you're in Kumasi, you're sorted. Takrady, Tamale, you're well and good. Sunyani, no problem. But if you're jumping in and out of the river, if you're stuck up in the jungle somewhere, weeding acres of land, working on a cocoa farm, which part of this economy applies to you? But I'll let you come in. I'll let you have your say. Unfortunately, the Edumasa economic team hasn't got hours and hours to go on. So we need to pick selected bits and pieces. But folks, once you get off the main roads, let me add roads, let me touch on roads. Once you get off the main roads, then what? Then the economy finishes? The economy seems to just work on the main roads. So once you're on the main road, you are okay. As soon as you come off the main road, it's as if that's it. That's the end of the economy and the power slides. What happens to the side roads and trunk roads? All muddy. And as I'm driving to work and driving into one pond and into the other pond, and I'm asking, was this part not part of the power slide? Folks, we must go down to the ground. Akans will say agro any form. Zero 302216541. You may agree with me, you may disagree with me, but we do it agreeably, and this is my opinion. Send your WhatsApp to 0244 340 437. And on that note, I want to say a big congratulations again to my wife for being honored by the NCC and GTP for promoting Made in Ghana wear. So I guess my wife has already started, right? She's already started. We'll have to co-opt her into the Edumasa economic team. But Patrick is in Ablekuma. Let me hear what Patrick has to say. Hello, Patrick.
Good evening, Nana.
Patrick, apart from the grammar and the slides, when we come to the ground, what is happening?
Nana, seriously, you spoke my mind this evening. You see, I've been listening to you. Last week I called you and I asked whether anything is really working, and I challenged you to mention an institution to me, and you did. You see, this thing you just said, let me first take it from the educational level. where the technical institutions like the hands-on, where more concentration has to be placed there, where there should rather be free. The question you asked is, after SSS, what next? So the situation, even currently, we are facing huge challenge when it comes to job placement. My next question is, Accra Roads. Officer, who is in charge of Accra Roads? I'm a taxi driver, and it looks like there's nothing going on in Accra Roads. The whole place bumpy. I just don't know what's happening. And now you are doing a good job, and I'm telling you, and I sometimes ask, who is listening to you? Seriously, we hear these things, we know that is our problem, but the next thing is, we hear it, we think it, and we forget about it. I mean, let's take a step. If persuasion fails, I think force must be applied. Let's take a step, please. Let's move an inch from the normal delivery, the normal talk, those NPP, NDC things, for Christ's sake. We are tired.
Patrick, thank you very much. But Ajimai Zimahu Tema. Hello, Ajimai.
Yeah, no, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing very well, Ajimai.
Yeah, no, I think you're talking well. But I have different opinion as to what to say. Fine, what is happening? I mean, it covers a portion of people. And you cannot say that because of what they are doing to benefit people, if you are not closer to the port or you are not closer to that job you are doing, you to get yourself involved in that. Otherwise, if it happens like that, then everybody will leave their hometown to come so that it will benefit them, which in the end, it will create overcrowding in our city. But I think if one factory is anything to go by, then people in the hinterlands, other areas who are not going to benefit from what transpired the other day, they are also going to have something better out of it. Because if the government, as he's saying, is able to create one factory in every district, then whatever you are doing, it is going to benefit you. So I think we cannot, serve everybody at the same time, but one after the other, it will reach to everybody's hand.
Thank you very much, my brother. Jerry is in Odumase. Let me speak to Jerry. Hello, Jerry.
My dear is Tay.
Oh, Tay.
Tay
from Kumasi. Yes, okay, let me hear you.
Nana, I beg you, I want to make a special this thing for me. I want you to come out from your little republic and come to the big Republic of Ghana to solve our energy debt for us. I want you to take up the opportunity to ask Ghanaians or anybody to contribute voluntarily either 1 cedi or 2 cedi for about a month, so that you use that money to go and pay our energy bill. I understand the bill starts from 1992. And we are up to now, nobody solved it for us. So
thank you very much. That's a suggestion and a half. 0302216541. Let me grab one from WhatsApp. This is Mami in Accra. Good evening, Nana and the team. It's amazing how poor and deplorable most public basic schools look like, even in the urban areas. Sadly, no one cares. We are tired of the big English from our politicians. They should set up. Multimedia should kindly take it upon themselves and do a documentary on the state of public basic schools in the country, and it will shock you what you will see. Mami in Accra. Mami, it was good you raised that point. I had to cut my lecture off because of timing, but what I was actually even going to say was that, the number of public schools that don't have a place of convenience is mind-boggling in this day and age. But Edward is in Kaswa. Hello, Edward.
Hello, Nana.
Yes, boss.
Nana, good evening.
Good evening.
In fact, Nana, I am very glad to have this opportunity, and I will always pray God to give you more life so that you can continue with us with this important program that you've been giving to us. All right, Nana. In fact, we are living in a country where it is only the majority that carries the vote. And this is the situation whereby whatever they decide upon will affect everybody in this country, whether good or bad. If the majority says, all right, let's go in accordance to their ideas, we don't have a say. And then they will bring a policy that everyone will be laughing. But in the nutshell, what will come as a result of their brouhahas will be the pains that they will leave on the citizens. So, Nana, this is the type of country that we are living in. But I hope one day, or maybe some time to come, we will have a good leaders who will initiate policies that will help us to live and live better in the country.
And the good people will say amen. Samson, my son, Samson, calling from Akusumbo. Hello, Samson.
Nana.
Let me hear you. Thank you.
Nana, after senior high hot, we are trying to organize a program called Leadership My Education. Someone came from all the way from Nungwa, Dodowa, and Akusi. There are very people in our common land here never attended. And now you are doing all the efforts to help the people. So is the problem the government or the youth? And then another person was said about energy. For me, I disagree that any person contribute to energy. Energy crisis is maintenance. It is never a finance. If you continue to contribute to energy, the people will consume all the money in this country. I bet you I can stand on any platform.
Thank you very much. But won't the maintenance cost money? But thank you very much there. 0302216541. We are saying that after all the grammar and the power slides and everything, when you drive on the roads and you see the number of children or number of persons, selling, and they seem to be increasing on a daily basis, and you wonder which part of the economy are they going to be factored in. Solomon is in OEB. Hello, Solo.
Yeah, Nana.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
And more grace to your elbow.
Thank you.
Please, I want to contribute to the program.
Let me hear you.
You see, somebody said the problems that are there, we've created it ourselves. And it's true. You know, I heard on your network, I think twice, if I will not be lying, when they were discussing, somebody was trying to say, the people in government, they must reduce their benefits and their salary and some things. Because if you see the number of people that are there and the monies that go to them, in fact, we are doing more harm. You see, they have so much left when they spend or they throw it away and they use it to buy gun. They are waiting for elections so that they will come and shoot all of us. You see, we are creating our own problems. We voted them there, and we have a say. But we are not together. We are not really, many of us are not thinking like the way you are doing. That's the problem. Thank you.
Thank you, too, and thank you for listening and calling. In Spinkters, I'm coming to you, but let me get this one. This one is also from Spinkters. Nana, were you not in this country when some MPs had a go at Parkwesi Indum for wearing a Ghanaian fabric shirt to Parliament? Some of us are fed up with NDC and MPP. They both seem to be abusing our intelligence half of the time. I personally hate to hear their blame game, and they must leave us to judge them. I bought a bucket of made in Ghana paint for 175 cedis 3 weeks ago and paid 195 cedis today. What's good about this? Where's my life's improvement? Nana in Spintex. Staying in Spintex is Nana Yao. Hello, my brother.
Hello, Nana. Nana, are you the one question?
But that's you mean very much.
Money, you must want to read Oman Ghana. Nana, Uncle already told no. It's more or less like a heartbeat I have, and having been on the forefront of youth leadership and corporate leadership. Nana, the challenge Ghana has is nothing at all than leadership. And our definition of leadership in this country means position, occupation. So the part where people assume leadership and become transformers, we are so deficit and deficient in leadership to the point that look at the kind of system we call education. Look at what we call education in this country. Travel from Accra through to Ho and see the dilapidated buildings that our children are in. These kids who sit on stones to write, psychologically, what do you want to become of them? No wonder children poor. Look at our leaders. They prefer driving in V8. Calculate Parliament, V8, 200 and something plus. How many hospitals do we have in this country? How many ambulances do we have in this country? And the sad thing, all that we the young people are saying is that the very kind of expectation you have of us as young people, we are saying that leave that example so that we can emulate it. Is that difficult to ask? The very thing you require of us as young people, we must be innovative, we must be creative, we must be virtuous, we must be this. We are only asking, be that example, because learning by example is the easiest, not learning by preaching. And that is the problem we have in this country. We lack and we're in deficit of leaders. Basically, the head and tail of our problem in Ghana, lack of visionary transformational leadership. In Nkrumah, only 9 years. Look at what we have. So, today, we are talking of Nkrumah's legacy. What have we added? Motorway. How many have we added to motorway? How many? Till now. And that is the problem we have. Leadership.
Thank you very much, Nanaya. Thank you. But Ben is in Akropong, all in my hood. Hello, Ben.
Nana, good evening.
Good evening, Ben.
This is your friend in the Akropong from Enum also.
Of course.
We thank you for a good job that you are doing for the country.
Let me hear you and lower your radio set for me.
All right. Hold on, please. Hello?
Yep, let me hear you.
All right. Nana, all that you are saying is true. Politicians are just playing with figures while the citizens are suffering. The reality is the microeconomic indicators and whatever English that they are speaking. Most of us don't really understand. At the end of the day, we want to get better roads. We want to get hospitals. We want to get schools. Your road to Edumasa, the last time I saw it on Facebook, it was such a pity thing to talk about. My own to my hometown, we have been promised by politicians several times, and nothing is working. They are implementing policies that are popular to the people. They think we are pleased with it. Free SHS. But the reality on the ground is that the teachers that are implementing the policies on the ground are not even happy. We have been promoted to our various ranks for several times, and now we are not even receiving the salary that is equivalent to our grading. For several years, you receive the letter for promotion, and you are not being paid the amount of money you are supposed to get. Meanwhile, they don't do this to themselves, our politicians and top rank officials in government. So you see, those of us on the ground, we are always suffering, and they are there speaking big English.
Thank you very much, Ben. And since you've touched on my road, let me highlight on my road. Right now, we have a one district, one factory in Sedom. There's a lovely gentleman called Sarkodia who's putting up a 5-star hotel. I mean, I'm talking mega 5-star hotel. There are a couple of guys who are doing some serious fish farming in the lake. And you should see the road. So these are people who have used their own money to do their own investment. And so you would think that, the government will do the road. And contractor no also. My God, peace and your name Agbile Odampton. Nana Zakwao. Keep it up. Watching from Clinton, New York. The elected officials in Ghana over the years have set us backwards. The rule of law is lacking miserably and community leaders are negligent. Thank you all the way from New York. Yeah, is another call. Let me speak to you. Hello, yeah.
Nana, good evening. Oh.
Good evening, yeah.
Nana Jumao.
That's it.
Nana, it's so pathetic. I think we have to restart Ghana again. Oh. You see, when you want to switch your phone, some indication comes. They ask you to restart. We have to restart Ghana. What do you think? Because Nyamambo Bodo, you were 123 Sediabe ministers. They will all go home. They will take pet. Obia one 4 billion old Ghana cities. Look at our hospitals. Look at our public schools. And we queue and vote for them. And at the end of the day, they will come NDC, MPP, the economy is this, the economy is that, with big English. At the end of the day, nothing. We pay property rates. Look at our gutters. And then we should restart Ghana. Now, what do you think?
Well, you have started a revolution, yeah. You have started a revolution, and you know, I'm sure you get.
Fact, I've not even traveled, but basic things. We have. They will come and say we have the men. And at the end of the day, a 4 years, every 4 years, so look at the profit. Where I did account the profit and loss. Look at the profit that they put it in their pocket and then take it home. They will come another 4 years again, reset. Now, maybe I had 20, our democracy is over 22 years plus. Baby, I am starting 90 that bang. That bang. Our hospitals are not working. Our gutters are choked. No ambulance. Ambulance to call the traffic. Oh, Ghana. Now we don't need so many ministers and parliamentarians. So I think we need 3 thinkers. Straight. Ghana be you. Nyankopo we Israel. Wama ye bibia. Abadi biom. Akaya nyanso. Ye nyansafu. Nana nyamisha ai. Nyamisha
so ya no mabi brima. Amanyina kweja ye. Utu na ya obekubi. Usia ubehu. Nimgwase mfate ubibini ba. Kofi is on the line. Hello, Kofi.
Hello, and good evening.
Good evening, Kofi.
First of all, I bring you greetings from your sister, Yago Mashi. Secondly, let me shoot right to the point. You see, there's a big problem in this country. In class 4. That's for now. The children are still writing the problems they're writing that was Ghana's problem. And you know, our problem is that we are refusing to hold our leaders accountable. I don't hold leaders accountable. I'm not responsible for the problems you're having. Hell no. The problems you're having is because we, the people, are refusing, because the power that the leaders hold now is our power. And we should determine how they should manage that power. Now, if today, for example, the whole Ghana, we decide not to give way to any VA that is coming with a siren, how can that VA pass? There's no power in the siren. It's because the people want to respect authority. That is why we have that, respect. But if we say today, we won't allow that to create discipline on the road. If we say today, if you don't do this for us, we also won't do this for you. I mean, in a very civil way. We develop. Are we not holding our own selves back? That's what I'm saying. So for me, I think we are causing our own woes, and it will take a very revolutionary mind and independence of the Ghanaian to get to where we want to get to. Otherwise, we will still be talking, and now you come on your show, you will talk. Next week, you will come. You talk, and still no one is going to act. Because if we were going to act, Joy has been in existence since when? Super Morning Show has been running since when? You talk about issues every morning. Now your show has been running for how many years? You have been like 3-4 years now.
6 years. 6 years. 6 years. 6 years, Kofi.
6 years. Thank you.
But we can't.
Governments have changed. If they were going to listen, they would have listened. It's up to us to change the game. Thank you very much.
I agree with you, but we can't lose hope. In whatever it is, we need to hang on to hope. But the Presbyterian University College Ghana is inviting you all to the 3rd Discipline in Leadership Public Lecture Series. And the theme for this Friday is Rethinking Our Cultural Identity for Nation Building, the Role of Tertiary Institutions in Ghana. Speaker, Nana Ansakwa, Chief of Edumasa and Jasi Hene of Tafu Akwamo. Chairman, Reverend Professor Emmanuel Ado Obeng is the president of the Presbyterian University College, Ghana. 12 April 2019 at the auditorium at 3 p.m. See you there. I would hope to see you there. Nana, for a country with constant sunlight, how come we have not utilized that for at least our street lights? Driving on the N1 now, and all are off with two angry faces. You didn't add your name. 0302216541. The Edumasa Health Fair, Image Ghana in collaboration with Awodanswa Reading Project presents a free health screening, eye screening, HIV testing, malaria screening, blood sugar and blood pressure testing, and many more this Saturday, 13th April at Akwamo Edumasa. There are about 40 health professionals that are coming. So the Awodanswa Reading Club, Reading Project, is reaching out to you as they always do to ask for donations in kind, in cash. And the number is 054 361 8182. 054 361 8182. Again, we're trying to build a little infirmary there so that we can have health check for, primary health check for the children. They don't have to walk all the way to the next town. So, there's a classroom that can be, made into an infirmary. So again, we're reaching out for anything: cement, paint, roofing sheet, tables, chairs, anything that can be placed in an infirmary so the kids can have regular health check. Very old, the very, very old ones who can't walk to the next town too, can have periodic checks there, and maybe baby weighing as well. So these are some of the things going on in the little Republic of Edumasa. I think that one day I need to actually come and give a proper account as to what's going on, Since I'm bashing everybody else, maybe I need to come and also, tell you the things that I've put in place in my little republic. For starters, I've sent all my teachers to training. All my primary teachers were sent to training. They've done 3 courses on Jollyphonics, and so, as I keep telling you, literacy moved from 36 to 89%. I'm sure by now I'm hovering around 90-something crap. So that's a good achievement, right? Coupled with the Awodanswa Library, it's fantastic. So education is very dear to my heart, and I'm, very, very in there with education. So hope to see you in Abetifi. If you're listening at Abetifi, then you should definitely be there on the 12th. The third discipline in leadership public lecture series, Rethinking Our Cultural Identity, the Role of Tertiary Institutions in Ghana. Oh my God, what a theme. And I will be speaking to that subject. Have I got a thing or two to say on this? Chairman is Reverend Professor Emmanuel Ado Obeng, President of the Presbyterian University College Ghana. And when you say Presby, you know I'm blue blood Presby. Someone says, hello, Nana. Next time the politicians come on your show, could you inquire about their fascination with V8? My brother, if you ride in it, you didn't send your name. If you ride in it, you understand the fascination. It's like floating on air. I think the question would be, you deserve it, but have you earned it? You deserve it, but have you earned it? And this one says, Nana, more grace. I wish you could step to Parliament House with your power of voice and view, for we the youth to stand by you. We only have the intangible, less planners, etc. Sometimes hearing them, I'm just ashamed to be Ghanaian. Keep strong, Nana. Douglas from DC. Well, folks, that was my opinion today. From the Dumasa economic team, this was our public forum. We were just trying to look out that, beyond the grammar, beyond the power slide, those on the ground, how does it affect them? How can you, in a village somewhere, call for an ambulance and, get, healthcare? How can a child who's today, thousands of them doing general arts, after that, then what? I'm not condemning it, but if you look at Ghana today, do we need general artists? Tertiary is choked. Employment work is choked. And so I am saying that please, just like Gorgisberg said in 1925, let's train the hands. I say big good evening to Mrs. Mary Ejipon, who is the registrar for the Presbyterian University College Ghana. Mrs. Mary Ejipon, you're tuned in. You're tuned in every Monday. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you definitely on Friday. Tell them I'm coming. Folks, Abeku Sankofi, my son, was on the ones and twos. The news is up next, and then Sammy Forsen will come and overdrive you home while you're thinking. Those of you driving home, you are in there. You are in the economic, the power slides, you are in there. But just think of those beyond you, how we bring them on board. My name is Ansakwa, the fourth Chief of the Little Republic of Akwemwe Dumasa. Until Monday, that I come to you with another opinion. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Let me say happy birthday to Francis Baini, Dedovi.